Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Happy New Year. So, I wanted to bring you guys a compilation. I found some of these videos extremely funny and some were just traumatizing, okay? So, I wanted to share some people's stories as to why they became child free. Some people are sharing why they are advising other women not to have children. So, yeah, I believe whatever your reason is not to have children is valid. You just saying you don't want kids is valid. Like, you don't need to say nothing else. So, we're going to start the new year by pissing people off who feel like they're entitled to our bodies, parents, religion, the patriarchy, people around us, etc., right? The aliens in the sky, right? We're going to start off the new year by pissing people off and just giving them the funniest reasons, traumatizing reasons, and flat out weirdest reasons as to why we just don't want it. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get started on the video. I will see you guys at the end of the video to give you more of my opinion.
Things I did not know about childbirth. From the sheer amount of pressure you're applying trying to get the baby out of you, you can pop blood vessels in your eye. I did not know this. I actually thought having popped blood vessels in your eyes like a hereditary thing. Why I thought that, I don't know. But shortly after giving birth, my man comes over to me and it's like, you popped a blood vessel in your eye. Me thinking he's joking, I kind of just like shrug it off. He's like, no, you popped a blood vessel in your eye. And he only saw this one. So he takes a picture and shows me, and I'm like, wow. It's not until maybe 30 minutes later when I go into the bathroom and I see not only is there a huge one popped in my right eye, but there are two popped in my left eye. So happy birthday if you are due soon. Things I didn't know, then now you know.
Your vagina has to be dilated 10 centimeters to have a kid. Now let's break that down for reference. This is about 1.5 to 2 centimeters, right? Let's go up some more. I'm looking around the house to try to find some round shit to show y'all. Now this is about 4, I would say. I really don't know. I'm just guessing. This is about 5, and best believe your face gonna be just like this or worse once you start feeling that pain. I seen when my niece came out. It was a beautiful thing, but I don't know. My niece might just have to be my daughter because this is 5. I'm gonna say this 5. The circumference of this watermelon is about 7 to 8. Let me hold on. I'm holding it, right? So that's about this big. That's like 7 or 8. We're not even at 10 yet, y'all. They don't even stop operating on you until you get 10 centimeters. Jesus. Wait, I'm not done. Quick little sidebar. They say if it got like this stuff on the watermelon, it's tend to be sweeter. Anyway, let's go. Then that brings us to 10. 10 centimeters. That this shit, honestly, it might be 11. And God forbid that you a short girl like me and have a baby with a tall nigga because your cervix might be ripped. Drink some okra water or just don't have no kids. This is why it's so tedious to not have kids for niggas that don't like you or that you really don't like. I'm always 10 centimeters. Now let's bring it back. Imagine being a teen mother. I'm not saying that that's wrong and stuff. I'm just saying like your body not even developed yet. Look at my big ass head. I gave my mama hell.
Before I had kids, people always used to tell me, like, wait to have children. At first, I'm like, how you gonna tell me to wait to have kids and you got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids? Now I see why. When you have kids, your world stops. It is not about you anymore. When you wake up in the morning, you gotta think about your baby. Your baby will eat 10 times before you even eat once. You bathe last, you eat last, you go to bed last. Everything changes. So when I tell people wait to have children, wait to have children. Wait to have kids. If you're used to spending your own money, doing whatever you want to do, waking up when you want to wake up, leaving when you want to leave, don't have no kids right now. If you're ready for all that to change, have some kids. But baby, ever since I became a mom, I come last. Even when I feel like I come first, I'm still last. It's crazy, but I love it.
So I don't think I want to have kids like ever in life, okay? And the reason why is because I don't have what I feel like is a valid reason to have a child. I feel like majority of times when I talk to people or ask people why it is that they want to have kids. Like the people that are very adamant, like I always wanted to have a kid since I was young, and I ask them why, it's always a very deeply selfish, narcissistic reason. For instance, if you ask a man, any man right now, why they want to have a kid, majority of the time they're going to say something about their lineage or carrying on their family name. Like Johnson. You want to carry on Johnson? Okay, that's your business. I'm not even going to say anything, but that's the name you want to carry on. Like, do you think that you're Carnegie Mellon? Like, what are you actually going to give to that kid? Some debt? And emotional trauma? I think they'll be okay with that. Or I can't stand behind the people that's like, I never knew love until I had a kid. Babes, it's called therapy. Yeah. You need to talk to a person, a real person about it, not your 5-year-old kid. He don't care. He looking up at you asking, Mommy, when am I going to watch Paw Patrol? And the people that get me the most are the people that are like, I just really needed somebody that was never going to leave me. Whoa. Whoa. It's called a puppy. It's called a cat. It's called a snake. You needed a pet. You didn't need a kid. You needed a pet. So that's why I don't think I ever want to have kids. I can't think of one legitimate reason that's non-selfish and narcissistic.
Here's a random list of reasons why I'm not having kids. 1, it's too much responsibility. I can barely get myself out of bed and feed myself on the daily. How am I supposed to do that for another life? 2, who the fuck am I bringing the child into the world with? Why? And do I want to commit to that person for the rest of my life? On top of already committing to raising, guiding, and helping the child for the rest of my life. 3, America is built on a system of lies, racism, patriarchy, misogyny. Why would I bring another life into the struggle of being an American citizen in this ghetto-ass country? The school system don't teach you nothing about being an adult in America. They don't teach you how to file taxes. They don't teach you how to buy a car. They don't teach you how to differentiate what types of income to make. They don't teach you nothing. They teach you how to be an employee. And being an adult in America, baby... Hell no! Hell no! Why would I want to subject somebody else's life to this struggle? And if my child is anything but straight in this patriarchal, racist ass, misogynistic ass country, if my child is anything but straight, to subject them to a life of struggles that I had to go through, I'm gonna be real. I'm not having kids because of shit I went through. And the shit that I went through doesn't make me feel like, I want to provide a better life for another child. Hell no, I'm providing myself with a better life, and when I'm dead and gone, that's it. Another thing, going back to being an adult, bills. Why would I want to bring a life into this world so they can grow up and pay bills? Or so they can get in debt, so they can get approved for a credit card, or so they can get in debt so they can get approved for anything. It's like the system wants us to be in debt so we can get access to more money. Or even paying taxes. Why the fuck do I gotta pay somebody to get access to money that's already mine, but that's been taken from me, and then I have to pay that person to potentially find out if I get that money or if I owe the state and the government more money in addition to what they've already taken, baby. Everything in America is a scam. Another reason, I saw what my parents went through. Both of them got divorces, got remarried, had extended families. All of that responsibility, all of that compromise, all of that sacrifice to raise children or to make it work with another person and their kids, hell no. Hell no. And I'm so thankful for the sacrifices my parents made, but seeing them in the midst of it, seeing the arguments over who should take care of the child and what should happen, and oh baby, and child support, custody, all of that, all of those potential risks that come with bringing a life into this world, I don't want it. I don't like that. But I tell you what, I'll be the best auntie there is, bitch, okay? Let me come pick up my nieces and nephews for a day of fun and drop them back off after 12 hours. I got you. I'll be that. But a full-time parent, a co-parent, a parent, y'all got that. That's all.
It always cracks me up when people literally try to convince me that I want children after I've iterated time and time again that I don't want children. And I will probably never want, not even probably, actually, let me take the probably out. I will never want children. Okay? I am the firstborn daughter of an immigrant family. My parents are from Uganda. The expectation is that I should want kids. I have 2 younger siblings. I don't ever want children. And I think the reason why is, 1, they don't fit my lifestyle. So that's 1. 2, I feel as though because I was the oldest, raising kids is something I'm very familiar with. My parents were present parents. Well, my mom was. But
for me specifically, there is a level of responsibility that I had at a very young age because I had siblings now. Also, I just feel as though I don't trust the world with children. And I am very, very protective. I'm very, very, very protective of my friends, of people that I love and care about. So if I had kids, it would be like on 1,000. So really, I'm trying not to have kids, or I'm not going to have kids for the sake of y'all. Okay? Because one thing about it, if something happened to my kid, I'm ending all of this. We all finna be done. There's no coming back from that. So, next time you want to ask me if I want children and I say no, just know it's for your sake too, as much as it is for mine. Thank you.
So I did a list yesterday, and today I've decided to do another list. And this is the list of why I don't mind being the cool auntie with no kids. Even though everybody gets onto me and says I have to have kids, I don't have to do shit. That's number one. Thank you. Cool. So I would like to put in a disclaimer that it would be nice. I'm not going to say I would love to, because I know, like, I'm not going to lie to you guys in it. I wouldn't love to. Like, I don't think about it. It would be nice to have some children. If not, then I'm sure I'll be fine. Anyways, cool. So my first thing on the list is being attached to somebody for life. The thought of that scares the hell out of me, because I feel like if this person is not the person that they were when I decided to have the child, and now I have to be around them all the time, I'm gonna get mad. I'm somebody, I like to quit things. Like, every relationship I've ever been in, I don't talk to my exes, no contact. I am somebody, if you disrespect me, I need to be able to disappear without trace, never to be seen again. I can't do that with a child, okay? So that really upsets me. Number two, all the stories I've heard, they just make pregnancy, motherhood sound like suffering. I don't like suffering. I don't want to, like, I know there's good parts, but it's like most of the things I hear is just like people just complaining and just life is hard. Like, I don't need life to be hard. Life isn't hard for me right now. Why would I go and put myself in a position to make life hard? I don't like it. Number three, I'm selfish. I like being alone. I get into moods sometimes where I literally don't want to speak to people. Like on Monday, I call them silent days. It's so mad, but I literally have days where I don't want to talk. I'm not upset. I need my brain to refresh. So I can't be hearing, mommy, mommy, because how am I supposed to tell a 3-year-old I'm having a silent day? I can't ignore a child, so I'd rather not. Number four, if it's not 50-50, it's going to be 100. So basically what I'm saying to you is, at the crux of it all, at the end of the day, all I care about is that you're a father to your child. I don't actually care if you want to stay with me or not, because people change their minds. That's up to you, babes. Like, just let me know. Don't cheat on me. That'll be nice. But all I care about is that you're actually a father to your child, that we actually go 50-50 should we decide to go our separate ways, that you will actually father your, sorry, my tongue fizzing, that you will father your child. Because if you're not going to go 50-50, I might get a lot of heat for saying this, but I will drop that child outside your door and I will go backpacking for 6 months. One thing about me, I deserve to rest, and I think mothers deserve to rest, and society has put it on us that women can't leave their kids ever, like they always have to be there. I find that weird. Number four or number five, whatever it is, at this point I'm over it. Having a child with somebody who I constantly have to like say thank you to, I find that weird. And let me explain myself. Society's always thanking dads for things that are normal. Like, I've seen like people stay with their kids, like when the mums like go on holiday and look after their kids, people are like, you're such a good dad. I'm not thanking you for doing shit you're supposed to be doing. This is your child. Stay at home and feed the child. Like, you should have to do that. The same way I'm a mum and I have to do it, so should you. So I don't want to have to be in the habit of saying thanks for babysitting your own child. I'm gonna get mad. And lastly, but bad days for me seem like they will just get worse if there's a child. I'm so sorry. Imagine getting fired from work and I've lost my source of income and I come home and the child's put a fork through the TV. I just can't. I don't see myself having a bad day. I can understand the joy of like having a bad day and hearing, mommy, I love you, you're so pretty, but they're not that nice all the time. Some of them will be like, mommy, your forehead's so big, like, and you're already having a bad day. I genuinely don't have the time for that. So that's me.
I want to know what your number one reason is for not having kids. You don't owe anybody an explanation.
It's illogical. When I break it down with all of the invisible labor, the cost, the risk that every pregnancy is life-threatening, that child rearing, the day-to-day is not something that I want to do and is not something that's valued by society, it is illogical. Combined with all the studies that have been done showing that child-free women and child-free couples are happier, especially in the US where I live, it is just illogical. And whenever I talk to someone about this, they do make a lot of emotional arguments. But what I see more often than not is people just kind of doing this on autopilot because it's what they're supposed to do and it's what everyone around them is doing. And I think I honestly think I've given more thought to this than most people. And I think that's why I've come to the conclusion that I'm definitely not having kids and I'm going to be child free. And I went so far as to like get sterilized and get my tubes removed. So yeah, it's illogical. And I don't live my life on autopilot in any other facet. So I'm certainly not going to do that when it comes to bringing another person into this world. Like, I mean, almost against their will. Because it's only up to me. It's at my discretion. So, yeah. I mean, if you can prove me otherwise, like if you have other thoughts, definitely hit me with them. But at this stage, it is illogical. And I think the popularity of the 4B movement is just like even more proof of that.
This is for that girl who keeps the list of reasons not to have children. I gave my toddler a plate of fruits for snacks this morning. He's a chicken, so he don't like sit and eat. Like he'll put his plate down, walk around, watch TV, play, eat, walk around, play, eat. I'm sitting on the couch. I got up, I did my hair, I did my makeup. I'm wearing my favorite dress. I'm sitting on the couch and he brings me a grape. And I'm like, oh, thank you, baby. And then he goes back around the corner, comes back with another grape. Mama, as in open your mouth. So I'm like, thank you, baby. So after like the fourth grape, I'm like, bro, just bring me the plate. Let me eat the grapes since you don't want them. So I get up and I followed him around the corner. Why I go around this corner and this man has his hair elbow deep, Jesus, elbow deep in the toilet bowl. The man have all the grapes, the entire bunch, and I leave them on the bunch because he likes pulling them off. The entire bunch in the toilet bowl. And he's picking them one by one, and he's like, Mama, why would you?
Birthed out one of my husband's clones again. Now it's time for that first shower.
Hi, I'm the girl with the list, and welcome to episode 200 of the Free Birth Control series. I have now given you 200 reasons not to have a kid. Because it's episode 200, I have a special little announcement at the end of this video, so stick around. Let's get into it.
A little tinkle first, so I set up all my gear. American hospitals will give you a water bottle, but I prefer this one because look at it sprays upwards.
All of that just to pee. I will never complain again about having to get out of bed once you're all cozy and then you have to pee. Never complaining again. It is a luxury to be able to just go over to the toilet, sit down, and pee. And that's it. I don't need gear. I don't need a DIY bidet.
To bring my own boy shorts because I find these more supportive than these crappy hospital ones. It's been 12 hours since I've had the baby, so this is the size pad we're on at the moment. The one I was on at first was absolutely mammoth. So this is an ice pack, it just helps with swelling. I only use these for like the first 24 hours. You know, when your beef chops are all swollen. These are witch hazel pads, which at home you'll have the Tux pads. And you're pretty much just making yourself like a little open burrito here. These are really cooling and it feels really nice when you put it on. This is a numbing spray. I'm not sure what they have over in the kingdom, but
This has more filling in it than my Chipotle burritos. That thing has like 5 ingredients, and you have to wear that? And she said the one that she was wearing before was even bigger? This is the smaller one. I have to imagine that is so uncomfortable, and somehow it is still more comfortable than not wearing anything at all.
I'm not gonna lie, guys, there might be a murder on the dance floor. Don't be alarmed when you're having a shower and it looks like a crime scene.
Anyone that has been through this, I just want to take a quick moment. I salute you. I really do. I've said it before, I will say it again. You guys are God's strongest soldiers. Talking about all that blood, talking about birthing a clot, talking about the uterus pains that she experiences for weeks after the birth. I do have to say, I really, really, really appreciate it when women are honest like this. Imagine doing all of this for the first time. Imagine not knowing. you should bring your own boy shorts. Imagine not knowing you should bring your own little water bottle contraption so that you can have a comfortable pee. Imagine not knowing that your first shower is gonna look like a crime scene. Thank you for telling us. Now it's time for that special little announcement I mentioned. I had one of you guys reach out to me and she asked if she could set me up a Discord server for the free birth control series. And I was like, hell yeah, that sounds awesome. There is a link in my bio. You can go and join the Discord server. You can send a baby fever cure. Send me in your stories so I can use them in future videos. There's a bunch of other child-free people in the server. I'll be sharing free birth control there on the daily, as will you guys. You can share it with each other. I've been wanting to make a Discord server for a really long time because I just feel like it really fits for this series. And I have so many DMs all the time, just can't get to them all. So I think a Discord server is a way better way for me to hear from you guys. Please go join. The link is in my bio. I hope to see you there. Take your birth control.
I talk a lot on this app about why they're not having kids, and there are some really great reasons, I'm not gonna lie. Mine is infinitely more simple. My junior year of college, I took a class which was biology for future teachers. I was not a future teacher. I was a theater major though, so I needed something really easy. And our professor, Professor Megan, told us something that has never left me. She told us and said, do you know why they call it the miracle of childbirth? To which most people said, oh, it's because, you know, you get a baby out of it and it's a little miracle. Wrong. Apparently the miracle is that you, as the mother, don't die. Yeah, so never forgot that one.
Thank you so much for making it this far into the video. So like I said before, like you not wanting kids is a reason enough, okay? I don't feel like we need to explain our traumas. We need to overly explain ourselves to make people feel like, okay, she or he has a valid reason as to why they can't have kids or don't want kids. Ma'am, sir, that is none of your business, okay? So I, of course, started my list, but mainly I feel like one of my reasons is the men. I mean, let's really be honest. Our number one unalivers are men, right? Our number one predators are men. So why would I want to give my number one unaliver a child? Make it make sense. I feel like that's a really, really big reason for me. Like, women are not safe with men. Men do not deserve children. Right? I don't need to say more than that. I mean, I have a lot more reasons, but I just feel like, yeah, 9 months where I'm ripping myself open and I am changing my entire DNA, putting my life on hold, my enjoyment on hold, where nothing about your life changes. And I'm the one who's going to have to take care of that kid that you wanted, that's for your benefit, your legacy. Yeah, that doesn't seem fair to me. So yeah, that's one of my like big reasons, because they all say, oh, I want 2 to 3 kids. It's always I want at least 2 kids. Ask him the different types of baby head sizes. He doesn't know. Ask him the vagina, the clitoris, the labia. Identify them. He doesn't know. Ask him the cycle phases. What are they called when women are in different weeks of their cycle of the month? He doesn't know. Like, men require us to give our lives, to lay our lives down and have children and sacrifice, but they don't know shit about us. Like the bare minimum, they don't even know. So yeah. Anywho, thank you for making it this far. I hope you learned something. I hope you laughed. And I hope you got traumatized like I did in some of these videos. Okay. I will see you guys tomorrow. It is like probably 10 or 11 o'clock now. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with more videos. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, give me your reason why you're child free. When did you become child free? And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.